I wanted to write a happy story for queer people of color specifically. I was very inspired by Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and it kind of inspired me to write a story where I could see myself for the first time and also include lots of other people who I see in my community. This is kind of an epic love story is about Nathan Bird, who doesn't believe in happy endings, but his beliefs are tested when a childhood friend, Oliver James Hernandez, returns to town. A lot of books historically for marginalized people in general, queer people, people of color, and especially queer people of color together combined, have just been about our pain and about our marginalization. And after a while, it's almost like a brainwashing effect. As a queer person of color, I start to think that that's the only story that I'll ever be in and that I can ever see myself in. So this is kind of an epic love story. I really set out to, tell myself and to tell other readers that as a queer person of color, I do deserve love and I do deserve that epic love story and I do deserve happiness. I think there's something to be said with a rom-com where you can go in and know that you're not going to be hurt because of your marginalization. You get to see a happy story between two queer people of color, and that is it. And I feel like that is very freeing, and it was freeing for me to write. This is kind of an epic love story. It was also very personal for my own journey. I began to transition from female to demi-boy, which is a form of non-binary under the transgender umbrella. And I feel like the book really helped me with my journey because when I was younger, I would read lots of books featuring men who fell in love, and I couldn't quite understand why I always gravitated towards those stories, even though as I was starting to understand that I was queer. I guess there was something in seeing those stories where men were falling in love where I began to see myself reflected in a way that I didn't quite understand yet. So it was very helpful for me to be able to write epic love story because I was kind of putting myself in Nate's shoes. And it was just a moment where I could actually see myself a little bit more physically the way that I wanted to. I feel like there are a lot of books that could be kind of similar to This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story in the sense that there are queer people of color that are the main characters, a lot of different characters with different intersectionalities, and I am beyond excited. I am so happy that basically I feel like the floodgates have opened and there's so many different books that I myself as a teen desperately needed, and I am just so beyond thrilled for Generation Z and for the younger millennials who get to have this.